Welcome to the pilot of a YouTube podcast that I'm going to call The Grind. Actually working on logos right now. I wanted to do this little test. This is, something that's going to turn into, my name is Tommaso Mastrocola. I have 28 years involved in physical culture. Well, enamored passionately in physical culture, both as a competitor and developing as a industry executive. I work in sales direction, brand management, brand creation, and at this point in my career, 21 years into working in the industry, at 43 years old, a new dad, something that's always been on my agenda, but I've never quite taken the time to, or found the time to do, is to start a really informal platform to talk about nutrition, to talk about supplementation, to talk about training. I have a background in exercise science. I've competed both here in America and actually for a short period of time in Italy in football, world football, or soccer. I've competed for years in physique competitions and bodybuilding, both when I was through my 20s and the last show winning the overall at the NABA Keystone here in Pennsylvania, where I'm born and raised. I also work as an industry executive, running companies from a sales directive standpoint, but really where my passion lies is in product formulation, product ingredients, and innovation. I am happy to have some of the greatest minds that I call friends. And that's kind of where this whole thing for The Grind is going to come from. I don't claim to be the expert on anything, but what I will tell you is there's a lot of fugazis out there. And in Italian, the fugazi is a fake. Everybody's coming to you like they're giving you information and it's unbiased, and then they're selling you something. I've worked with some of the best companies in the planet. I have worked with, look, I'm wearing the shirt still. I worked with Quest. I'm proud. I was an initial member of the Quest family. You know what? They're doing great. God bless them. But what I'll tell you is that I'm not going to pull any punches. This podcast is going to 100% be no BS. I'm not going to sell you shit, and I'm going to answer your questions if you send them to me. I'm not going to pull punches. I'm tired of guys out there snapping and acting all cool and everything else on their YouTube channel, 100,000 fans, and guess what? You're selling shit. And truthfully, you're selling. I don't know when this happened. Not to go off on a rant early in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee, but this industry took a nosedive, in my opinion, and when it comes to sports supplementation. You used to go to the front of the line through innovation, through being edgy, and there's still people out there. But the FDA and everything else that's slammed down, that's fine. All of a sudden, there's such unethical people on that side that you get to the front of the line and you're an authority just for putting in the product what's on the label. Where the hell did that come from? So, like I said, this is my short little rant. This is the first one I'm putting on there. I hope that people check it out and look and see and ask. I hope people ask me questions, because honestly, as this thing, and initially I'm going to put the topics out, I'm going to talk to people, I'm going to bring a couple people on to have conversation with me through a Skype recording, and I'm going to post them on there. But the truth is, I would love for you to dictate where this goes and who I talk to. Because as someone who's 43 years old, I walk through the big trade shows now and I come home with nothing. And I used to bring suitcases of product home. Why? Because it's regurgitated BS, and there really, other than a couple people out there, there really is nothing that's innovative going on in this industry anymore. All right? So it's time for kind of some of these guys, like a name that nobody will ever have heard of, like Stan Antosh. Guys like this who have removed themselves in the industry because of this BS. It's kind of time these guys resurface. It's not about who spends the most money in marketing, or it shouldn't be. It should be somewhat tied to some innovative product development. So that's my little snapshot at first. I look to have something up here within the next couple days, a little more refined. You see my apartment in the background. However, soon I will be shooting this from a garage gym that I'm putting together, and we'll be able to do some training pieces, and also be able to do so we could do some question and answer there. We could also do, you know, the looking formal and executive like from my desk. So, thank you.